Daycare was shut, schools were shut, there was nowhere for my kids to go, and I can't work from home.
Josie. It isn't, it's a mom.
I didn't realize how much I depended on school as daycare until it was gone.
No, you didn't.
I remember when the kids started school. I mean, Stella's a second grader, so just 2 years ago, I was trying so hard to get her into the after-school program because I couldn't fathom only working till 3 o'clock.
Hi, Miss Dawn.
I had to have care. I fought so hard. I was on waiting lists. I waited in line in the rain, in the dark, to get her into the after-school care. And now, I would love to just have an hour. 3 o'clock sounds amazing.
What? I'm gonna sit on you for the rest of your life. Hi.
I plan my life a certain way. I want to work. I want to be a mom. But I have to work to afford this house, to afford all the things that we have put together. And to have school taken away from us and me not be able to work is not how we planned our life. I'm sure we could have figured out another life, but to have it just stripped away out from under us has been very difficult. I've always been a hands-on designer. I'm not one to just look at websites and put things together. I don't really know how people do that. I have to touch them. I want to see the texture. I want to see, is it a high gloss? Every tile is different. You can't just choose one. Each customer that walks in the door wants to look at it. It's not just me needing to do it. I've never met a customer that just doesn't want to have any part in it. My job is really hard to do from at home. Most people I know are working at home, but I cannot sell people tile from a computer screen. They need to come here and they need to pick it, they need to pick out their grout, they need to pick out their wood floors to go with their tile, and they need to pick out their carpet to go with their wood.
9.
Yeah, you're not 9.
Last July, when we heard schools might not be coming back, myself and Stella's best friend's mom started chatting. We had heard about some kind of homeschooling. I feel like somebody said, did you see that on the Today Show, how people are putting together at-home schools?
This morning in our series, Coronavirus in the Classroom, a look at pandemic pods.
The pod has been a lifesaver. The kids have fun. I'm able to work, although I only get to work 3 days a week. I usually work a lot more than I do right now to just get us through to whenever this may end.
Milk. For dinner, you might eat a meal that includes a pork chop, broccoli with milk. With cheese and water. Desserts can be eaten at one meal as long as it is not too sugary.
I think that the kids need to go to school. I think that they're suffering socially, especially my kindergartner is not learning anything he's supposed to be learning in kindergarten. He has so much energy. Just to sit in front of a computer has been awful for him. School is worth the risk. I think it's been shown in many other states and other countries that if it's done right, that the kids are not getting affected, they're not spreading it. And especially if the teachers are vaccinated, I don't see what the problem is.
Tentative timeline is April 1st, preschool and first graders will go back for in-person hybrid. April 5th, second through fifth graders, and 6th through 12th graders would go back April 19th. The district says in most cases, elementary students will be in person for part of the day, 4 days a week.
I think 2 hours a day is a joke. I think that if we're going to do it, let's just do it. And how am I, as a working parent, how am I supposed to drop off my kids at 9 and pick them up at 11:30, and then what do I do for the rest of the day? I mean, I can go work for an hour, drive to work for an hour, and go pick them back up. So it takes a village, and luckily I have family here, but not everybody does.
I'm sure that's all this case.
If you-
Wait.
Remember, you need to get off when I ask.
Who's making these laws? Are none of them working parents? None of them? I need somebody to see my side here.
How to clog a toilet. How to clog a toilet? I'll just say you throw diapers off it.
You can't write about that in school. How to make a snowman. Are you going to add some colors? for your
Why don't you want to do how to clog a toilet?
No, not school appropriate.
How to clog a toilet.
Okay, come up with a real idea.
That is a real idea.
I think the pod has been really great for my kids. They still seem like the same happy kids. I've never experienced my kids being sad before, and they were sad last spring. I feel so good about how they're doing now. We've done the best we possibly can do for them. I think the negative is that they're sitting in front of a computer and they don't get to play. They don't get to. My kindergartner should be learning how to stand in a line. He should know where the cafeteria is. He should know how to get along with other kids. He's not learning any of that sitting in front of a computer. And he's smart. He can do all the math in the world. He doesn't need help with that. He needs help with sitting in a classroom in one spot and doing what he's told and getting along with the other kids and having fun.